Hi there, it's the Arty Gamer back again for another video in our channel. Of course, grab your teas, grab your coffees, and yes, maybe a little bit of food. And let's do this. Right then, guys, you know how this works. Let's take a sip of black coffee before we begin. Come on, join me. Mmm. Beautiful. Okay, and yes, going on my Crash Bandicoot coaster there. And yes, guys, if you're new here today and you're into gaming retrospectives, complete in-box experiences, art and graphic design, and of course a whole load of nostalgia, then yes, you are so in the right place here. So definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe and a like to the video if you haven't already. And yes, guys, if you can handle the artsy gamers mess and madness and want to get notified when the next video goes live, then of course just pop on a notification bell held up by Tails there. Well, of course, it is the weekend, so you know what that means. It is a Let's Colour and a Let's Draw. But unfortunately, it is not the colouring in that we were hoping for today. Yes, sadly, I did not get access to a printer yesterday, which I thought I would have done. And that means I have had to put a bit of a halt on our lovely 600 subscriber art piece giveaway. Yes, I was meant to print out Vivi's lovely toadstool that she's drawn for me, and oh yes, today we were going to actually pop it on the actual main piece here that the gnome will be sitting on. Yeah, I'm just going to pop it just there. But like I said, sadly, I do not have access to a printer yesterday, and I thought I would have. So don't worry, guys. It is going to be going ahead. Absolutely. When I get my hands on a printer, it will be, getting sorted. I mean, I might, fingers crossed, be able to sort something out tomorrow, to be able to then maybe do a lovely kind of like little, I don't know, a little exclusive midweek Let's Colour and Let's Draw.
Exclusive midweek Let's Colour and Let's Draw
to complete this. Otherwise, this will have to be left to next weekend, unfortunately. All I can say is a massive apology to Vivi as well. This isn't really how I wanted to do it, I wanted it to get out as soon as possible, just as I've reached the 600, I wanted to get it out there, but unfortunately, events didn't quite marry up. But nevertheless, don't worry, it just means more Harry Potter that we can talk about. But today, I thought we would actually do something completely different in terms of our art and graphic design, and a little bit of a way to create a monster. Yeah. So the reason why this kind of like sparked my this idea, because yesterday, if you did see my video, I did a lovely complete in-box experience of Monsters Inc. Scare Island for the PlayStation 2. And as I was flicking through the lovely manual that is involved here, well, I say lovely, it's black and white, but it is nice, big and beefy. We're always happy to have a manual here on the Artsy Gamer, aren't we? But as I was flicking through, let's just get it up here. Just right at the start was this really awesome piece here. Just look at all those really cool, quirky monsters just dotted around there. So I was thinking, you know what? Actually, today, let's create a really awesome monster or a gremlin or a ghoul, whatever you want to call it, or whatever comes to mind. So that is what we're going to do today. And like I said, I've actually got a really unique top trick to make you able to create your own your own monster. Make you able, what am I trying to say? But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to go and set up in the art studio, and I think it's going to be a really, really fun video. Of course, it is just going to be like, the standard Let's Draw today, so you'll just be needing your pencil and your black tip. Of course, I will just bring them up to the camera here so you can see. So we've got our lovely pencil there with rubber on the end, and of course, guys, yes, our black tip. And I would recommend getting one of these ones, actually. They're really, really great. But okay, enough of my waffling, because I am going to stumble on my words. That took a lot there. So let's just take a sip of coffee there, guys. None of this is scripted, guys. It all comes from my brain. It's quite hard to do, you know what I mean?
It all comes from my brain. It's quite hard to do, you know what I mean?
Lovely. Okay, and we'll get set up in the art studio. Right then guys, so yes, here we are set up in the art studio, and before we begin I do just want to bring our lovely gnome from our Harry Potter PlayStation 2 game, and it is our 600 subscriber art piece giveaway. I just thought I would give a little recap of what to expect with this art piece, because yes, absolutely, it is definitely in the works when I finally get round to printing out this toadstool. And again, I just want to apologise, it was through no fault of my own, but unfortunately I did not have an access to a printer yesterday, so I couldn't go ahead and print out the lovely toadstool. But like I said, yes, absolutely, once I get my hands on that, there may even be a mid-week Let's Draw / Let's Colour to get this fully complete. But yes, I've already gone away and drawn the gnome here. I keep calling him a mushroom, guys. We have gone away and drawn the gnome, the iconic one that is seen right at the start of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on the PlayStation 2, where you all have to go de-gnoming. I've even added at the top here Harry's score and Fred's score as well. I have actually put 600 for Harry, but he's got to try and beat 700 now, and that is my next major milestone with regards to my YouTube subscribers. We've also done a lovely little wizard card here as well that I'm going to be cutting out, and I'll just be sticking to one side there, just to the left-hand side of the toadstool and the gnome, just to show that you will be the winner of my 600 subscriber art piece here. So I thought that was really cool. But like I said, I do apologise, and a massive sorry to Vivi. But let's just move this over to one side, and we're just going to carefully put it away. And we're going to move on to Monsters Inc. now here, and I'm going to show you a really fun way to draw a random monster pretty much from your head. And that can be very, very hard to do, but not necessarily with my really awesome
top trick.
So what you need to do is get a lovely piece of paper. Again, I always advise going for A5, not so much A4, because it is just that smaller form factor to work within, and it is less daunting. You do also need a second piece of paper now to be able to perform this trick. And again, I would say A5. All right then, you just need the one for now though, so I will just be keeping my other one to one side, as simple as that. Right then, so I do need my pencil, absolutely, okay. And what you're going to do, and this is very much a first time for the Artsy Gamer, I know it gets messy and madnessy over here, but this is very, very messy now. And all you're going to do is just draw a really big squiggle, just get it really creative, as mad or as big or as little as you want. And once you are happy with your scribble, okay, just take a closer look at it. Whoa, look at that. Okay then, once you have got your scribble in place, you're then actually just going to shade in some kind of, I don't know, stand out shapes that you think you like, as simple as that. I would say the only strict guideline that we need to follow here is the shapes do need to be relatively compact and close. So I don't want a shape at the end of this to have some shaded bits up here and some shaded bits down there and maybe one up there. They do have to be compact. And what I mean by that is,
I'll just show you.
I quite like this shape here, so I'm just going to press really hard. And by the way, the colouring doesn't have to be spectacular, just shade it in. And you know what? I quite like, oh yes, this bit up here, but you can see they are touching, okay? So this bit is just glided up here and it is touching that bit, okay? All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick and choose some shapes that I like. I like this big one here, actually. This is quite cool. And just shade it in. Just shade it in. Okay. Oh, I quite like this blob right down here. That's quite cool, isn't it? There we go. Maybe up here as well. That's quite cool, isn't it? In fact, you know what? Let's just, let's curve this bit here as well. Let's have that bit as well. Why not? I like this bit here as well. You can even extend it out a little bit if you want. Ooh, why not? Let's extend this bit up here as well. I quite like that shape there. Okay, right. Now, I'm quite happy with that. I would say you're aiming for something like 5 to 6 kind of shaded wibbly wobbly shapes that has been made within the scribble that you have drawn. Right then, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my second piece of paper. All right. And I'm literally just going to pop it, all right, on top. Okay. Now, I'm not quite sure how well the camera picks this up, but I can just about see the dark shape that I have created beneath this piece of paper here. All right. To help matters, you can pop this on a window. All right. Very much acting like a light box. And you'd pop this on the window, then get your second paper, pop it on top as well, hold it against the glass, and actually you can probably see that a little bit better there as I held it up. And then what you're going to do is trace your shape. Now, you can have it like this, but you might want to turn it this way. Or if you're not quite feeling that shape, you might want to turn it this way, okay? Or whatever you fancy, all right? What way do I want it? You know what? I think I actually quite like it like this. Let's have it, yeah, like this, horizontal. And then I'm just going to place my piece of paper on top because I do want my art piece to still remain kind of like vertically in that portrait form on my A5. But you know, you can choose the orientation of your bottom piece here to match a shape that you would like. So once I've done this, I'm going to get my pencil now, and I'm simply just going to draw around the outline of the shape that I've made. Okay, so I'm just going to come around here. Oh, now you probably can't quite see the shape that is underneath the paper, to be honest with you. But I can just about see it. Hey, okay, right then. And I would say that's pretty much. Oh, did it have a little extra down here as well? I think it did. Oh, there we go. That's quite cool. Yeah, oh, it did. Haha. Oh, you know what? Actually, it could have just gone on that side there. We could have a bit of an angle. Oh, actually, yeah, look at that. All right. Okay, then. So let's just take this off there. Yeah, that was pretty much the shape that's been made there, hasn't it? Oh, okay. And now this is what we've got to work with. Oh, okay. So now I actually quite like it like this. I was originally going to have it like that. But you know what? I think I quite like the orientation of it being like this. Oh, wow. Okay. And now what you're going to do is, if you would like, you can add a few little extras to maybe make your character come to life in terms of the actual body shape. So that's what I'm going to do now. Not that there actually needs to be much to, be added to this, but again, you might want to, or you might not. So you know what? I think I'm actually just going to maybe pull this out slightly because I quite like this form here. And just pull it up like that. And then maybe just get a bit of a shape here because I'm thinking this is going to be his kind of like legs to base him on. Oh, actually, you know what? I might just make him come out a little bit more. There we go. Nice. Oh, okay. Right. I'm very, very happy with this. So any kind of crossover lines that you don't need, obviously get your rubber and rub them out. And what I mean by that is it's just kind of like lines that have just been crossed over and you don't need them. All right. Oh, yes. Okay. And then obviously I've got this one here as well. Hey, brilliant. All right. Okay. And of course, you just rub out the debris that's been left by the rubber.
Oh gosh.
That came out of, I've just creased my page there a little bit. I was a little bit rough and ready there, wasn't I, guys?
I was a little bit rough and ready there, wasn't I, guys?
Okay then, so look at this. Let me just fill out this line a little bit more now, just so you can see. Yeah, there we go. And then I quite like this here. Oh, yes. Wow, okay, I am very, very happy with this. But you're probably thinking, right, I still can't get the vibe of this. Well, yes, here comes this great manual from Monsters Inc. now. And like I said, there were some really awesome kind of like eyes and teeth and mouth and tentacles. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just pick and choose a few little key features here from the manual and actually place them on my monster. So I think potentially up here is screaming one of those big eyes, don't you think? I think that will work really well. Potentially maybe just coming off one of these legs, maybe some sort of tentacle, I don't know. Or some just some circles, some splodges, maybe acting like boils taken from, the gnome that we drew the other day. You know, anything can really inspire you to get creative with this. So yeah, you know what? Let's start off with a big old eye just in this top part here. Okay, of course, keeping anything you want to hand. So I'm just going to pop the manual just to one side now. And I'm just going to bring my pencil back into the equation. And here we go. I'm going to, draw that big eye. All right. And I'm just going to pop it up the top here. Oh, yes. Okay, let's go. Oh, yes. Okay. And it's got a big old pupil with a little kind of C shape tucked into it to act as that little shine. Oh, there we go. And of course, you can just give that a bit of a colour in. But yeah, you can obviously go that with your, do that with your black liner. Oh, what I had noticed actually, that eye has a few little horns as well. So that's really got me. Let's add some horns to this. So some kind of little horns there. Just little subtle ones, like the devil, isn't it? Oh, there we go. That's quite cool. You know what? I have seen some. Well, I did see some tentacles, but I thought I'd seen some teeth, but maybe not. But even just the furry effect here, just showing with my pencil, I thought was kind of like teeth effect. So why not? We could still add a mouth, kind of using that same idea. So maybe we'll have like a big kind of menacing grin just to the side there. Oh, yes. And we'll have some kind of teeth coming through. Oh, maybe one there as well. Hey, there we go. And then maybe a little cheeky little cheek there. All right then. And I did like these kind of tentacles at the top here. That's quite cool. Just showing that off with my pencil there. So I don't know. Maybe we could get some sort of well, actually, we could add some spikes to this. Why not? Let's get creative now. Weird old spikes here. Oh, just going across the body. Haha! And this is great. Why not? And okay, maybe we could add like a
tentacle tail.
Why not? So yeah, it's just to the left-hand side here. Let's get that into play. A tentacle tail. So let's just get that wrapping around. Why not? Ugh. Okay, yeah, man. And of course, we can add those kind of tentacles. Oh, as they may fold through. Oh. Okay, yeah, let's get those tentacles on there. Oh. Oh my word, I love this. And you know what? This is very kind of like drippy as well. You know me, I love a drip effect. So why not get it dripping around? He all seems quite drippy and droopy, this monster, doesn't it? So let's get all drippy and gooey. It's maybe like quite a gooey monster, you know what I mean? Oh, yes. I love this. Even like gloops coming down from the leg there. It doesn't necessarily have to be kind of like hanging on or off. You know, it can actually be embedded within the creature himself there. Let's get a few gloops going in. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, okay. And you know what, guys, kind of like that's all you need. That's all you need to create a really weird, interesting monster. I think that's really awesome. And you know what now, guys, we're just going to color that in.
Well, I say colour that, you know what I mean. Let's go round it in black.
And then why not? If we have time tomorrow, we'll color it in. Okay then, so of course, guys, yes, let's now just get our black liner to hand. Okay, let's just pull it out. Here it is, okay. And of course, I'll just take you through a little bit and then, yeah, I'll just put some background music on for you to enjoy as I go around this in black. So here we go then. So just coming through, and we'll just do the leg, why not? A big kind of gloopy leg here. That's the vibe that I'm getting from this. Ooh, and you might even want to add some little bumps and stuff as well, you know. Now you've got the black liner to work, you can kind of get creative with what you want. Yeah, just to add a bit more character. As soon as you start with the black liner, you can add that character, can't you? Okay, and it's just gonna work off this now. Yeah, lovely. Ooh. And then down here as well. Ugh. And oh gosh, go on then. Why not? We'll do the eye. We'll do the eye. Oh, a big round eye here. Ugh. There we go. Of course, we'll get that pupil coloured in now with that bit of black here. Oh, there we go. All black. And yeah. All right then. Why not? We'll add maybe a little bit of a brow. Hey, there we go. Right then, I'm very, very happy with that. And like I said, I'll just pop a bit of background music in for you to enjoy as I go around this in black. And yeah, here we are then, guys. Look, we have created a really cool little weird monster here using the technique of creating a weird, interesting, obscure shape, colouring in some key features and then placing that extra piece of paper on top to create a really lovely piece here. Yeah, look at that. I mean, I think we should name them, shouldn't we? Maybe Mr. Blobby Eyeball.
Mr. Blobby Eyeball.
I don't know. But yeah, there we go. And you know what, guys? Yeah, I think that does deserve a bit of a Let's Colour tomorrow. Absolutely. And I hope that has inspired you to getting, you know, I don't know, a little bit monsterfied and a bit creative by doing that. Guys, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. The monster's got my words. I think the monster's got my words.
No, a little bit monsterfied and a bit creative by doing that, guys. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. The monster's got my words. I think the monster's got my words.
But yeah, definitely let me know if you have a go at doing that. I've lost it, guys. I've lost it. But anyway, yes, there we go. Again, a massive apology. Sorry it wasn't the intended video today of our let's kind of, draw and colour of the lovely toadstool that Vivi has done to announce our 600 subscriber art piece giveaway. But of course, guys, yes, absolutely is definitely on the card, so stay tuned. But like I said earlier, it still means we can just get some more Harry Potter stuff on the YouTube, which I think, yeah, it's never a bad thing, is it? All right then, guys. Well, I hope you had a wonderful day yesterday and you have a great old weekend today. And of course, guys, I'll catch you in tomorrow's YouTube video and TikTok Live. That is me, the Artsy Gamer, over and out.